Welcome to the Mindstorm Productions podcast with your hosts, Mindstorm and Auntie Ange.
And we're on. Hello, everybody.
Hiya. I am just sticking England women on my iPad.
The football.
The football. So
You know what I forgot to do? Out of everything, there we go. There we go.
he's done something. I've just quick darted up the stairs.
Yeah, I just had to say to Auntie Ange, hey, we're on, by the way. And she was like, what?
I know, I couldn't believe it. You said 8 minutes. I was like, yeah, I'll be alright. I'll be doing a cup of tea in 8 minutes. And before we know it, here's the time.
Stein, begging you, please. How is everybody doing?
Has
this
everybody
week?
got football on in the background? England playing in the UK?
Stuff, for the love of God.
I know. Shattering, isn't it?
What do you mean? No, she's licking me. I don't think you're listening. I think
Yeah,
maybe put your phone away.
She's licking. I'm shattered.
No. You just got your words muddled up because you're so focused on your
I'm
phone.
not. I'm shattered. I know. I'm just giving people the thumbs up. That's all. Quickly. So I got my foot. Anyway, 200 people today.
Yeah, Cripple gang. We're
Yes.
now both injured because Auntie Ange.
That's trapped a nerve in my bum cheek.
So she's been waddling around the place, which is quite funny.
Bending down, picking things up. Typical. You always want to drop them.
You hit my elbow.
Oh, sorry. I did that again. I did it last Saturday. So, yes, so I've got a hurt hip, trapped nerve, which is painful.
Doctors bloody did that to you, didn't they?
Yeah, well, it happens, doesn't it? So, how's everybody else week? Didn't see bad boy Nick yesterday because apparently he got COVID,
Oh no.
and today he's got the all clear of it all. Bit day late, but still. I'd have met him at Tattershall Castle. They charge £8 even to walk around because I couldn't really do the stairs.
Mm-hmm.
So Elaine and I, we did the basement because she couldn't do it because there's no proper banisters for her to hold on to. And I didn't fancy walking up and down them stairs with a sore bum. So, and they even charge you to walk around on the ground. So it's just, I couldn't understand why. But then on the other hand, you don't mind because it's most probably grade listed one building and it needs TLC and it's under the National Trust. So, and you think, well, £8's not too bad. So you look at it that point of view.
Fair enough.
And some of it's been blown down
For
in the
those who
Civil
don't
War.
mind giving charity, for me, for me when it comes to funds, I'm like that cat, that meme with a cat that's got the bag of gold and it's the hairless cat and it's like, that's me basically.
Yeah, I looked at the pay wages there, so and they do weddings there as well.
That's what
And
happens when
apparently,
you're
if
poor.
they do weddings, they you're not allowed in allocated rooms. I thought, well, they should give you a discount price then.
True, if you're
You
blocking
can't
your rooms off, if
off.
they're blocking rooms off, yeah, then you're not getting the full experience, then you shouldn't really have to do the full pay.
Oh.
I need to shave. My facial hair is overgrowing. Nick says foot hurts, tired, ache all over. Ah, Nick.
You will do still a bit from COVID. You do that. I got long infected swine flu. No, swine flu. It's not brilliant on my lungs.
You've
on my
got
lungs.
long flu.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I sound alright when I'm
Here
walking
comes cancel
around.
culture. Ah, is it because of the words? Because I use the word cripple, I'm sure some people get offended by that word.
Yeah, and then because I walk up and down the stairs and it sounds like I'm out of breath, but I'm alright. Or I'm on the phone, I sound perved down the phone. I always say to my family, well, one day you're going to get a perv down the phone going, and you go, alright, what you been up to? How's everything? I'm not. Well, years ago, when I was little, you used to have pervy phone calls. You know, on the old phone where you go,
Oh, the rotary phone.
yeah.
I was so confused for a second. I was thinking, what the hell are you doing? All
I
of a
said in
sudden?
my day on the old phone, you just get the pervy phone calls. You go, you try and ring 999, you go, zoom. 9.
In the old days when you needed emergency services, you had to write a letter to them.
Send the pigeons out.
Three days.
And then we had the. Did you?
I was going to say 3 days later, you get the horse and carriage ambulance come along. The person's already got flies coming out of the bloody body and the eyes and everything.
I know. Was anyway, excuse me, everybody else got the England game in the background? I did. I had a power nap.
Yes. She literally, I literally called her to wake her up. Like 15 minutes beforehand?
I was drifting in and out for the last
They
time.
do! I think they do! 999 putting you on hold.
I think they do, yeah.
When I was basically like on the ground in discomfort, I wouldn't really say pain, it was more discomfort than anything. Literally, I think like the stuff called 999, and we just had like 10 minutes of hearing that stupid robot voice like, if you can drive here instead of taking the ambulance, blah blah blah, and like giving this list of stuff, and I'm just here like on the ground like that, just like, so when are they going to answer the bloody phone?
No, they're really, really bad. They're on about this.
And then the thing is, they said ambulance won't come for 8 hours, so I had to pick up my arm that I didn't really want to move because I was worried I could make it worse, right? And bloody drag myself to a car. I think they bloody well do.
No, I know. What it is, a government's trying to get rid of the NHS, and the only way they can get rid of the NHS is to cipher it off the way they're doing it. It's like when people go, oh, look, I'm going to the private doctors, and do you know the NHS is going to be billed for that private doctor? The amount of money that's going to bill it could have paid for at least another doctor and nurse in the NHS.
Jesus, my phone is choking on a chicken wing. I don't want to be effing listening to Backstreet Boys.
Yeah, but it's like that though. It's sort of like that though, and say that again, like that though. But no, I think it's because they're trying to save up. But what makes me laugh is they won't stop the national insurance payments though. They want you to go like private discreetly, but they still want you to pay your national insurance contribution. Well, your national insurance contributions towards dentists, doctors, and all the other stuff. Yes, it is Star, who looks snuggled up in your arms.
Yeah, they stepped on my bad arm bloody this morning, yeah. As I
That's
get
a
up and
bit
they're running up
mean.
and down and on me and stuff, and they come and jump to my bloody arm, and I was just like, well, that's uncomfortable.
Was it not painful?
No, it's just uncomfortable.
Oh, I sent you a text the other day. I was downstairs dying and I was going in pain. I was like, I so hate you because you're not feeling any pain.
Yeah, Auntie Ange has been in agony and stuff, and I've just kind of had the occasional discomfort.
Yeah, but you also found out it's fractured.
Yeah.
You found out the other day it's fractured.
Oh
on the
yeah, well,
CCTV
we haven't
scan.
mentioned that yet. Yeah, I had the letter this week, telling me that it turns out I've actually what's it? I've got it's a fracture somewhere on the arm, higher up. It's on one of the joints that lets you move your wrist. So yeah, that was fun when to find out. So then it just makes things worse when when I find out that the doctors at the other hospital, huffing and puffing because I can't rotate my arm, grab my hand and push it down, and it's like,
Funny.
you could have made it worse, you idiot.
But
I went on a rant the other day actually about it, but then I was like, maybe I should just delete all that.
where did you do?
I did it on Twitter and Tumblr. I went on a big ass rant about like the whole having to sit and listen to the robot voice while waiting for someone to pick up the bloody phone while I'm laying on the floor. And then like the whole treatment that was going on in the hospital in that location.
It's like a couple of years ago when I pulled over and helped that bloke who had I think on the verge of a mild heart attack, and I was helping him out on the side of the road. I had to go at him in the end. I seriously had to go. I don't care, it's not good enough. You got privateness, you got the private doctors, private ambulances. They're charging the NHS an arm and a leg. Get your bloody arse here now. So don't want to hear apology. I want them here now. I didn't have a job interview. I've got a job interview that I've just missed out on now. You've cost me a job because you lot can't get your arse into gear. So yeah, I tell people off on the phone anyway. I tell them as it is. It's that age, when you hit a certain age, just politeness goes out. No, not politeness go out the window. You're still polite. You just say it as it is. Anyway, so I was around Tattershall Castle yesterday, and I had an early birthday present for a friend because I took a friend. Shall I show them what I got?
Yeah,
and
go
then
on.
you can see, because I got at the church, and it's the Holy Trinity Church, Tattershall, and this little girl drawn this, and they're selling these there, which is
It says
really...
Tatty Bat, but the footage is flipped, so...
Yeah, that doesn't help, does it? So, yeah, so it's kind of this little girl drawn in. So, if we go a close-up on the face... What does that face roughly look like?
Yeah,
What cartoon character would you say it looks
well,
like?
obviously cartoon cat.
What is it then?
All right, so some of you might know. Some of you might know what I'm talking about here is that when I saw that bag as I was walking through the house, it reminded me of a character. It wasn't for a cartoon character,
Got it wrong.
and some of you might know, but some of you might know of a character. I'll give you like a minute to put it in the chat if you might know what. It's mainly the face that kind of gave it away.
And I can't slip it out because I can't remember the person's name. Or the cartoon name.
If you could drop an F-bomb in any UK brand name, what would it be? You could drop an F-bomb in any UK brand name, what would it be?
The dodgy organisations that's messing up the world.
Looks... Pitybug says looks sad.
It does, doesn't it? But apparently the church has got 100 bats now at the moment because we can't do it. We're not allowed to move bats or disturb anything with bats because of they're a dying species, so they're protected now under a law. So of course that in the church they got 3 gravestones, and I can't remember who they're foot of. They're obviously well-off people back then in the village, and they've done like little thin piece of wood with a plastic sheet, which is obviously stronger, so when the bats drop their poo and wee, it lands on the sheets and protects the gravestones.
When you say if you drop an F-bomb in any UK brand name, do you mean like as in screw this brand, or like F that brand? Is that what you mean? Because I don't fully understand the question.
Don't estimate you lot talk a bit of a lingo that I don't even get.
But yeah, with the little bat drawing. Okay, so I'm gonna show you the image that I got that it reminds me of. Okay, ready?
And it's over my face.
Go on, show the bat over this side.
Dun, 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 dun.
That's what it
So
reminded me
I'm
of.
wondering if the child subconsciously, they would have seen that character.
Well, turn it around. Let's have a look. Let me have a closer look.
And you subconsciously would draw that bit in it without realising.
No, I think they're just trying to get like the face and stuff in. I'm just wondering what that little line across its.
Well, for a 10-year-old, it's very good, isn't it?
I wonder if that's just what the bat face pattern is.
That's quite a common name,
Tom Thumb's grave.
Yes, I haven't googled him in yet. They did have something about Tom Thumb, but I have no idea who he is, and I haven't googled him in yet. I know about Little Tom Thumb, but I don't know if that's the same thing they're on about. They had like key rings with Tom Thumb.
Okay.
And it said like 101 or something, so I'll have to Google it in.
Who is Tom Thumb?
I don't know. I'm wondering if it's in history, in the records, being the longest living person back in them days.
Okay.
But I don't know until I Google in.
Oh God, we got a little line strike through saying online abuse with a strikeout, trying to be like anti-online abuse.
Where at?
On the football there. Okay. I just took a quick glimpse and all I see is just this thing, and it's just showing it saying online abuse with a strike through, and I'm just thinking, look, if you have a problem with someone online, there is this magical button called the block button. Okay? It's not hard. If you have a problem with someone on the internet, just block them. I do it. I preemptively block people that I just think, okay, I know this person's going to be a problem, and I hope to never see them again, so I just block.
Yes, the bag I got in the church, and the keyring about Tom Thumb is in the church. But I will Google in Tom Thumb in a minute.
Okay.
I sound like I've got a cold coming. I hope
well,
not.
I hope not, because I don't want to be ill.
I hope not.
Especially when I've got to do several hospital visits soon.
Yeah, we've got the hospital visit tomorrow.
Yeah, I've got to go to hospital
Physio.
tomorrow. Yeah, which is a week later. So, like, I don't get any physiotherapy for, like, until 4 weeks later.
And then, on Friday, hopefully we'll have some closure, and then we're going out for the day, aren't we?
Yes.
And then back to...
Some stuff's happening on Friday, and we gotta deal with some stuff, and then hopefully...
We can tell you about it all next week.
Yeah. Tell you on next Sunday. The fun thing's been going on. That's been going on for nearly a bloody year now. Well, no, over a year.
Over a year.
Good God. But yeah. I was streaming this week as well at work, because I was doing a little post. I want to do that again.
Yeah, and you told me off when you come in. That was Thursday.
When did I tell you off?
Because I came in with my friend and we were calling you. And then I get a text saying, I'm streaming! I dawned after a while when I was talking
No,
to
I text you saying, can you shush the dogs because I'm streaming?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Oh yeah, and you made a baking video, didn't you, this week? I think that came
Yes,
up
my baking video should go online. I haven't gone and looked
Yesterday.
at it. Went on yesterday. And then this one tells me that it's online, and then I've missed the live chat
Yeah,
thing.
you missed the
but
chat.
I was in a pub having a pub meal with my friend. That's a belated birthday treat.
Well, I did ask Auntie
Not
Ange,
mine,
when
no,
should I
birthday
schedule it? She said whenever. So it's like, okay, well, I have no idea because I don't know what she's doing this week, so I can't. So
I didn't realise the live chat. I just thought it was one of them that you just upload and played.
I mean, yeah, could have done that. I mean, it doesn't matter anyway because it still does the same thing. Just means you missed out on the live chat. That's all.
I've got to look at that up yet, see what it's like. We watched it. I finally edited it.
You got like 5 likes on it.
Have I really? Oh.
Yeah, I sat with Auntie Ange to kind of help her know what the tools are to edit, so she edited the video.
Yeah, but he did most of it in the end.
No, I didn't.
There I am in the video going, oh, not worried, Mindstorm will help me edit this. And then it pops up. No, he didn't.
Yeah, well, you thought you were going to dump it on me to edit as if, like, I haven't got my own stuff to deal with. So.
I did try. You got to give me 10 out of 10
I made
for
Auntie
trying.
Ange do it because if she's going to be doing more videos and wants more editing doing, she's got to learn like we've had to. And that means practice.
And then Emily's video came down. Has it gone
Yeah,
back up?
so Emily made a driving video. She spent a year making this because she's been trying to do driving for a year, and for some weird reason, so she saw it in the morning, and then she went to check it again, and it popped up saying the user has deleted this video, as if she deleted her own video, but she hasn't. And she apparently had over 1,000 views on it as well, and she gained so many subscribers. So like she did really well with the video, and then all of a sudden it's been deleted. So she contacted YouTube on Twitter because that's the only bloody way you can contact them for some stupid reason because they don't have a support that you can get your hands on. So she had to contact them on Twitter and mention that the video's been deleted, that she didn't even delete it, and apparently she can't get it back. So that's it. All that has gone now. The comments she's had on there, the views, the likes, it's all gone.
She's putting them back up there.
Yeah, she's re-uploading it, but you know, it's still. She lost all that progress on it.
It's sad when that happens, isn't it? I remember when years ago you do your work and you push the select button on the keyboard and your work's gone. And you sit there and you're like, no!
I'd be annoyed if I had a video do that well, and it's gone. Because I know I never get that again.
No, we wouldn't.
We're very unlucky. I'm trying to watch your drawing stream on live, but when you do it, it's so unpredictable. Ah, yes. Yeah, sorry, like when I stream in the week, I'm usually not on a schedule. I just kind of do it.
England scored a goal, by the way. England women are far better than the England men.
Cool. Yeah, when I probably need to be a bit more in advance. It's just because like at the time it's like, oh, I'd like to do my drawings, and then it's like, oh, maybe I could stream it. So then I should be a bit more prepared ahead. I guess I'll try and think in the week, see when I'll do some drawing. Yeah, I might draw. Well, I'm planning on drawing this evening in a few hours, but I know that it's not a good time for you, Pitybug, because I know your time frame in your country and you'd want to get some sleep. Oh, it's not like I'll be doing too much anyway, really. X1 for yeah. I don't forget to wear your unmute shirt. Oh yes, because I was muted for a little while. Yeah.
Again.
So it turns out, sometime in the stream, right, while I was getting on with my drawing, all of a sudden I went mute. I didn't tap the microphone, so it wasn't the microphone that was the problem. But for some reason, I don't know what I pushed. I even tried it out again. I pushed a button and my microphone went mute on OBS. I didn't click mute. I don't know what happened. But I went mute for 20 minutes. That's a long time as well. I've trimmed it since because it turned out.
Just put the music in the background.
So there was music in the background, but still, it was just 20 minutes of not talking. And I don't know what it was. I literally went on my... So I think after the stream or sometime in the evening, I was on my keyboard and I was pushing every key on the keyboard, watching to see if it mutes or not. Nothing happened, so I don't know what happened. It just randomly muted.
Should I tell you something that's just happened on here?
Go on then.
One of the Germans were pulling the English t-shirt and they're not allowed to touch them. And they're grabbing hold of the t-shirt and pulling them.
Yeah, this happens quite often in football.
I don't think they've got a flag for that.
Probably not.
Do you remember when we went on... No, you wouldn't remember. I went on holiday once and in Spain, and I had 2 hotel rooms, one for your mother, your grandma, and one for me, and Lara decided to stop with your grandma. And I was like, wasn't happy. You're only allowed 2 drinks at the bar, so and it's all inclusive, and you weren't allowed children at the bar. So I queued, and you queued for your drinks. So I said, I need to get them drink. And they went, no, two, one person. I went, one, my mother's disabled, so she ain't going to stand in this queue. And secondly, I've got 4 children, and you're not allowed them at the bar, so I want my drinks. And they went, no. I went, yes, I will. So I then went upstairs to the receptionist and I had to go at them. And I said to her, hold on, I said, out of everybody in this hotel, I've paid for the most, because I've got 2 rooms. No, you haven't, you just have. Room, that's my mother's, that I pay for, and my room that I pay for. So I paid more than anybody in this hotel, so I expect to be treated with a bit more respect. This is in secondly, and I explained about the bar thing, and they go, you talk to me like that again? You have yellow. No, actually, I was quite polite at first. You to come here again, you have yellow card. Next card, red card, you're out hotel room. And that's when I went up like a bottle, and that's when I come out with the stuff. Oh, and I'm telling you now, lovey, and I'm still friends with one of the receptionists. You ever do the football thing to me again? 1, I cannot stand football. 2, you'll be pulled over this counter quicker than you can bloody blink. And thirdly, I report it to the Sun papers, and just imagine single mum thrown out of a hotel with a disabled mother. As they will floor you.
I can't stand football.
Yeah, but this is the women's football. You can't knock the women. Men are like, oh, I've been kicked in the shin. Oh, the balls hit my head. The women have got the balls hitting the breasts and everything else, and that's painful when the ball hits your boobs. You know, and they're like, come on in, take it on. Goes that header, poof. kicking the shin, yeah, whatever. Carry on. Not like the men. Oh, 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 oh. And I have to do this because it's just the women. It's in the background. So, I don't know if she scored another one there. I don't know until it comes on because I was too busy taking the piss. So, yeah, so that put me off Spain. But I had met a friend who was Cuban, who watches this now and again. He lived in Spain to get his Spain passport. And then he went to Hawaii now. Is he in Hawaii? No. What's the other one? In America. Malibu.
I really don't know.
Anyway. What else you got to talk about, Mr. Injury? We did the bat. We did Tattershall Castle. I've just had an out the way whinge that's put me off Spain, and I really want to break my neck to go to Spain.
Oh, I know what I might want to talk about actually. So, I'm planning on doing an animation project. And the thing with the so it's I've written the script. Was it this week? I can't remember when I wrote the script, but I think it was this week. So I wrote the script, managed to bang it out in one night. Excuse me. Yeah, I wrote the script, got it done in one night. And it turns out the project is about 6 to 7 minutes. I guess it depends how the overall animation's going to look in the end. But, so, obviously I'm not going to be able to animate this myself. I'm not very fast at drawing, so, I mean, I'll probably do some animation, but... Yeah, I'll mention that in a moment. But yeah, so I plan to get multiple animators involved because I'd like to get this done, like, once I start, I'd like to get it animated within a couple months. So it's not a years long project. So I plan to get several animators involved. So I decided to speak to a few animators and kind of get to understand how much they would charge for doing an animation for certain duration. Because what I'll do is I'll break it into 15 to 30 second segments and get them to do that. So then, you know, it makes the workload easier. So I was asking them, you know, how long would an animation take to do this long, and how long do you think it'll take to make? I mean, how much would you charge? How long would it take to do it for this long? So they've given me their figures and stuff, and so I've kind of got a rough idea how much I need to budget for, and then I plan to do a Kickstarter for it. If that doesn't work, I'll pitch to some project grants and stuff and see what we can get from there. So that would be good. But one animator in particular was close to putting me off using 2D animators and making me just go to 3D. Because this one animator said it would cost about 60,000 of work, and apparently that's fair in the industry. And I thought to myself, that's a bit much. 60,000 for what? 3 months' work, right? That's 240,000 a year. And then it made me think, well, now I can see why industries don't want to do 2D animation anymore and they keep doing 3D. If animators are charging that much to animate. So I definitely know what animator to not use. Oh, we had a bit of a freeze moment. But I definitely know what animator to not go to when if I need a project doing, because 60k, so taking the mick, that is. But after speaking to a bunch of other animators and getting their rough figures, it was better, more reasonable. 60k for 3 months.
60k for 3 months.
60k for 3 months of work.
So that's 120, that's 180 a year.
240 a year.
You said 60?
For 3 months.
3
times
months.
4. 60 times 4.
So you want 60 a month then?
No. 60,000 for 3 months. Yeah. 12 months divided by 3 is 4. So 60,000 for 3 months. 120 for 6 months.
God, I'm melting.
180 for 9 months. 240 for 12 months.
Yeah.
Are you still struggling?
No, I am melting. No, I got it after I realised I was doing 9 months, not 4 months. 4 months, 12 months.
Imagine that. That's a whole bloody house paid off in 1 year.
Practically, yeah. God, I woke up melting. I am melting today.
Yeah. It is also warm in this room.
Oh.
Which is why I have my fan on like 24/7 basically. I just have whenever I sit in here, fan is on. It's too hot.
It is really warm.
So that was a little annoying, that guy trying to take the mick there. And
So did you find some cheaper ones?
Oh yeah, I found a bunch of others that are more reasonable. I've worked it out that it probably costs about 42 to 45,000 for animators alone. So quite costly, but you know, what is it? About at least 14 animators. And so I worked out to be about £100 a second. So yeah, so I could probably have like 100 animators or 2 animators. It'll still cost the same either way because it's the payment for the time that the project is. Yeah.
Keep jumping from screen to screen. 1, 2, 3, 4.
It's a good deal if they work full time for 3 months for this animation. Well, 60,000. That's normally like full time pay. That's what.
Some people earn in a year.
Yeah, so that's what people are earning a year normally here.
Minimum wage people, they earn about 12, don't they?
Hang on, I'll see what that works out in Japanese. Hang on. So 60k. And yeah, it's good for full time if you're doing it for the whole year. But not, I don't know about 3 months. Hang on, 60.
This one bloke I got talking to once earned 150,000 a year.
I'm trying to. Oh, come on! Oh, you
And that was about like 10 years ago or more.
That is 9 million Japanese yen. That's 9 million for 3 months. It's funny though because obviously I'm a guy asking for animation commission. I'm going to contract, so it isn't exactly commission. It's going to be a contract setup. But it's funny because he's going on about this, that, and the other for animation. He sounded like he really was not like. It's put me off. Another thing that's kind of put me off is some of the animators I spoke to. You can kind of tell that they're unwilling, and it's like.
This is why I think sometimes you need offices back. So
oh no, it's 6T as in 60,000. Yeah, so
they're having a trim tomorrow.
Yeah.
9 o'clock in the morning.
I was saying something, but I forgot now. Oh yeah, just some of them seemed unwilling. Like you can tell they kind of seemed a bit unwilling, and it's like, well, I know who not to communicate with now. So first, I'm just asking for research purposes, just so I know what the budget I'm going to work with. But there will be a point where I actually will get around to asking animators. And yeah.
Yeah, but you have to do your homework on how much things cost and what things are going to come up to and everything else before you.
But you know what? Like while speaking to them, some of them kind of you get the impression that they're unwilling to do a paid project like that. But yeah, like the one who's asking for 60,000, he was even going on about this, that, and the other, and it's like, and I reply, it's like, I know the struggles because I'm an animator as well. Probably didn't expect that. Because they're talking to me as if I'm, because obviously the people that would ask for animation commissions aren't animators, so they'll speak to you as if you're not an animator. So then they'll speak to me as if I'm not an animator, and it's like, oh, I am also an animator, so I kind of understand. I know. You can't lie your way out with this. You can't sleaze your way around with me.
Do you know, when computers were coming up and about, me and your dad used to go into places like Coyers or the computer shops and talk about them. And you could see the salesman talking about this, and even this does this megabyte and that does that megabyte and all this, that, and never. I mean, your dad used to work, because I was a little bit of a IT whiz then. We used to walk out the shops giggling like little kids while we were kids at it all, because they were saying this, this and this, and we knew the spec of the computer system wouldn't cope with that and all the other stuff. So we were just like, you're so false at trying to sell us a computer that isn't going to do what we require to do. So
yeah, watch out with salespeople. Do your own research as well, because like they're trying to sell you stuff that, like, yeah, they're trying like make it sound all big and fancy for something that probably isn't that big and fancy.
I tell you as well, when I go looking at cars and then they go, oh, this car has this and this car does that and this car does the other, and da 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 da, and I go, yeah, but how much does it cost when it breaks down and it needs repairing? Oh, what? No, how much does that cost? So I don't want all this singing, dancing, do the splits kind of car. I just want a car that works, goes to A to B, plays my music, has my hands free.
Oh, okay, so you're a bit different. So, you know, you're saying, oh yeah, I don't want this, that, and the other one. What I'm saying is, you know, you decide what you want in a car, and then don't let you know they're trying to promote extras that you don't need. It's like
Cost you more as well when you buy the car.
Yeah. What I'm saying is just they'll try and make things sound fancier than they really are, or things are more than what it really is, and it's like, is it though?
You sound a bit like that Friday night dinner, Jackie.
Hello, Jackie.
Oh dear.
So yeah, so you know, he was trying to do the big ooh-ah and go on about how tough it is and all sorts. It's like, I'm an animator too. I know what it is. I know how tough it is.
You do need to trim your moustache.
I really do. It's getting so long. It's going over my mouth.
How are you going to trim it? Which hand do you normally trim it with?
Oh, right hand, I guess, but I would normally. They might be overpricing it, implying we don't want to work.
Yeah, builders do that as well. Tradesmen, not just builders, tradesmen. If you get a plumber around and you need a job doing, they suddenly want to charge you 4 times than actually what it is, because they don't want to do the job. And my friend who's a plumber, he's done that with a job. Trouble charged them, hoping not to get the job, and they wanted him to do the job because he's a bit of a perfectionist. So he's sort of like, oh, go on then if you're going to pay that much.
And there's some animators I spoke to that were actually asking for a lot less than I was expecting, and for a lot quicker than I thought, because I'm thinking maybe 15 seconds could take about 3 months, and some of them were asking for quite low, and I thought that is a bit low. Which I'm not complaining. What I'm saying is I had a set idea of what the price might be. Cool. I had a set price. What I thought, like, I had an idea of what the price might be, and some of them were actually going lower than that. And it's like, well, you know what? I might just if they're saying under, I'll stick to what I had for the rough price idea. So then they're getting more than what they think. And yeah, I'm just working on the animatic at the moment, which is for some that don't know, it's basically like an animation, but it's a lot stiffer. It's like picture frames, picture motion. So it's not an actual animation. It's like just going like, yeah. It's like a storyboard for the animation with slightly more images, just so people kind of get a rough idea what it's going to look like, and that's my plan. I'm going to work on that, and then that's when I start creating like the Kickstarter and pitching the budget and stuff. So cause there's no point me doing the budget and then like it takes me a month to do this picture thing, and then you know, I've got the budget and I've still not done anything with it. I'd like to get everything ready, get the budget, and then be like, okay, I need a team of animators, I need musicians, I need sound people. Let's go straight away. Let's get to work.
Oh, you're waiting for your animation on your books to happen, aren't you, as well?
That not animation. That's cartoons. When you guys kept saying because I remember when you guys kept saying animation, I was literally thinking animation, cartoon animation, not drawings, not just
Your
pictures.
drawings on a book.
Yeah, you can't. I got thrown off
any
with
more
that.
news on that?
No,
You've been doing some drawings for
I did drawings for a book, and it's just trying to get the sales done. And it's like, okay, author, time to speak to the publishers now and publish the books. So yeah, and now it's so it's just like trying to get them out there now. I'm just waiting to hear more about publisher.
And you altered a bit of the front page, which you wanted.
Yeah, so I had to make some alterations. I've got to make some more alterations now.
Why?
It was about making it more shinier. So I've got to do that. Just like adding like more stars and make it brighter or something.
Is that for the front cover?
Yes.
Oh, that's all you need to do.
Yes. The author spoke to some of the friends and they said it's a bit dull and boring. Like their kid's not interested or something, so yeah. But yeah, so
once you've done that, you send it back to her.
yeah. Right, so yeah. So we're injured. Both of us are now injured. I've got hospital appointment tomorrow. Physiotherapy a week later.
I think you got it this week. I think you got it on the 3rd. Week after.
It's Tuesday after.
Oh,
No, it's at 3 p.m. That's what it is. So I'll probably be walking down.
I thought you got it this week. Sorry. The dogs are going for a hair trim tomorrow.
Yep, dogs are getting trimmed tomorrow. I really want to start moving my arm again.
Do you want to pick her up?
No. I mean, I want to get back to using my arm again.
But you only did it 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago.
Just popped on quickly. Same sling.
Same sling. Cast off.
Cast off, same sling. Turns out Tumblr isn't dying that much. Yeah, actually it's doing okay. Okay-ish.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I got to try. Actually, I'm seeing Rachel on Wednesday. So hopefully, sort my nerve out of it.
Like, it is recovering. I now have to just go through the exercises, but turns out I've also fractured it a little. So.
Yeah, and he's not moaning about his pain. I'm moaning about my pain.
I'm a tank. I can take it all. As Karen said, it's quite concerning how my pain tolerance was. Like, I wasn't just on the floor going oh and all sorts, like as other people have, and I'm just kind of laid on the floor, had a laugh with the people, and just been like, what a worse time to do this. I think the most suffering was literally just discomfort because my arm was that way, so all my tendons and everything was pulling and making it uncomfortable. You know, like when you on a weird angle, like let's say you woke up.
This is not my pain, this is his pain.
Yeah. So it's like, imagine you've just woken up, you're in a weird position, so you're probably like cramping or you got discomfort or something, so you try and adjust yourself to fix it. I couldn't adjust myself to fix it. The most I could do was turn myself on my side just so I could like relieve as much of the aching. That was it. That was mainly it. And then I just had the odd occasional.
That comes up on the mic. That's
going to come up on the mic. I don't know what's going on. So whatever noise you're hearing, I apologise for the background noise.
Is it because football's mostly finished?
I don't know. But anyway, yeah. So it was just a lot of discomfort, and that's it. With the occasional like pain for a bit of a thump, and then it went away again.
Oh, I think it's because we scored another goal, most probably.
Okay. You sure? Even the Germans are celebrating.
Oh, I don't know. It could be
yeah.
heat.
So
be watching it.
Yeah. Injured, pain, dog's getting trim, hospital appointments coming up. Funny little bat that looks like the spy from Team Fortress. So I thought that was quite funny. What else was I saying? Animation project hopefully soon. Gonna be busy doing that. I think for Pitybug's sake, I won't stream tonight. The art drawing. I'm gonna do a bit of drawing anyway because I need to get it done.
I'll do the book.
Huh?
Oh, okay.
No, not that drawing. I'm gonna do pony drawing. Like, so I have to get it done as soon as possible so I can get it up again. I don't want my Tumblr to go. I don't want my Tumblr to go for long periods without uploads again, like it has done. I need to get that back up and going again. I just had to get some posts out because I had a sudden increase of followers and stuff. And it's like, okay, well, I can't leave this for too long. I have to get a post out sooner than I originally planned. But I plan to put it back to uploads every 2 weeks. Animation project, which is related to Charming, so I got to get that, like, plan ahead with that. Gonna be busy. Yeah.
And then Sunday, we tell you what we got up to on Friday.
Yeah. Okay.
So keep tuned, then you'll know.
Stay tuned for next week. Yep, that's it for me. What about you?
Yeah, that's it. I'll just tweet games.
Yeah. So I'll try and pick a day to stream, and I'll pick a time, and I'll post on Twitter when I plan, and also on Tumblr and Discord and everywhere I possibly can. I can't make a post on YouTube because I don't have enough views to do that. So I'll try and post everywhere when I plan to stream. I'll be like, okay, so I plan to stream at this time that day. Barely use TikTok. I need to use it more.
Do some of your cartoons on there. Seem to be popular on cartoons.
Yeah, it doesn't take me 10 minutes to do a cartoon. Have you not seen? I did a 5...
No, what you've already done. Can't you work that on TikTok?
No, because that's Patreon exclusive content.
Ouch.
It's behind the scenes work.
I've been burnt.
So that'll do for this week. Bye. Don't forget to support on Patreon and subscribe and like.
Yes, do what Russell Brand always says. Subscribe, keep them notifications going. Set the algorithm. I've got dog hair now.
Lovely. I've got dog hair all over me. Support on Patreon at patreon.com/Mindstorm Productions. Huge thanks to Caino, Frank, L, Nggyunglydngraady, Pitybug, and Scary Mary, the Sussy Six. See you next week. And
bye bye. Bye bye, everybody.
Bye.
Say bye bye. I said to a friend that has got 4 out of...
Saying that it feels right.